Hello. There is a risk of flooding for parts of Portugal and Spain through the early part of this week, thanks to this area of low pressure swinging in from the Atlantic. We'll also see some wetter weather affecting more northwestern reaches of Europe as well, but particularly heavy rain pushing its way into Portugal and then targeting the north of Spain through Monday and on into Tuesday. Looking quieter across the centre of the Med, but some showers are possible for the Greek islands on Tuesday. The odd one could be quite heavy and thundery, picking up the prospect of some heavier rain there for Crete. Looking at sunshine for the Balkans and some fairly pleasant temperatures as well in the low 20s. Here is that heavy rain though affecting much of Portugal on Tuesday. In terms of the totals, we could be talking about a couple of inches, 50 millimetres plus falling in a short space of time. Still some showers or more persistent rain around here on Wednesday. We'll see some heavier rain, it looks like at the moment, though surging its way further north across France into the UK by this stage in the week as the area of low pressure pushes its centre this way. So for Scandinavia, pretty unsettled in the coming days with rain or showers. A wet story for Paris, for Lisbon and Madrid in the next 48 hours at least. Further east, and it looks like we'll see the showers though tending to clear from Greece and some warmth building here later in the week. Hello. The potential for some of our first heavy snowfall, settling snow that is of this season across the plains of the US, with Montana particularly highlighted at the moment as this area of low pressure pushes its way in. It will also bring some snow into Western Canada as well. Further east, and this weather front is more of a concern in terms of its potential to bring some quite heavy and thundery rain through on Monday. And behind that frontal system, got a dig of cold air coming in from the north, below average temperatures across central Canada. In the west, there'll be some outbreaks of rain along the coast, but head further inland and it is snow we're looking at across the Rockies, particularly across parts of Alberta. Further south, sunshine for California. Much of the desert southwest still experiencing a heat wave. Phoenix at 97 on Tuesday, just down a few degrees on the highs of late. So many 100-degree Fahrenheit days, obviously recorded this year. I head towards the east coast and it's a largely dry story actually along the coast itself for Monday, although there could be some stubborn cloud in some places getting fed in by an onshore wind. To the south, still some heavier showers possible across Florida from Miami all the way down into the Keys, and it looks like they will stick around for Tuesday and Wednesday as well. Hello. There's still a lot of heat at the moment across Bolivia through into southern reaches of Brazil. A little cooler now though for Argentina, and certainly quite dramatically so behind this weather front as we move from Monday into Tuesday. Ahead of the front, Buenos Aires seeing temperatures in the mid-20s. Once the rain arrives though, the colder air will flood in as well. Further north, some particularly heavy rain on the way for parts of Panama and Colombia in the next few days. Likely that we'll see some flash flooding here. A much drier story as we move along the northern coast of Brazil and through much of the Amazon basin, actually relatively dry for the time of year, and there is a significant fire risk as a result of those drier conditions. Some sunshine for the far southeast of Brazil and some sunshine across Patagonia, but still looking at weather fronts approaching southern Chile. But just look at that drop in temperatures as that rain moves into Buenos Aires down to just 15 degrees with the wet weather on Tuesday. Further north, some heat across northern Mexico for the next few days, scattered showers further south. Just keeping a watch on some of the showers at the western end of the Caribbean for signs of developing into a tropical low. It looks like there's some heavy rain to come though, either way for Cuba, parts of Jamaica, and I think as we look towards Costa Rica, the showers are particularly potent in the next few days as well. Hello. Weather catch-up time for Africa and the Middle East. For the south of the African continent, still some considerable warmth around for the next few days. Working our way further north, we're expecting some slightly heavier than average rainfall through parts of the Rift Valley for northern Tanzania, southern Kenya, and further west, some heavier downpours centering in on Uganda. To the north of the continent, a weather front swinging down from Europe will introduce some wetter weather, but also notably cooler conditions into Morocco, particularly through Tuesday into Wednesday. For Kinshasa, some showers to come. For Arusha and Nairobi, the prospects do look a little drier from midweek onwards. Cape Town up to the mid-20s there with some sunshine. A notable fall off in the temperatures for Casablanca and Marrakesh as that weather front brings in at times some heavy rain through Wednesday on into Thursday. We're still looking at a lot of dry weather across the Middle East for the next few days. No great surprises there. Some signs on Tuesday, though, of a slightly strengthening shamal coming down out of Iraq across the Gulf, stirring things up a little bit across Saudi Arabia. There may be some blowing dust and sand here. Also, an area of showers just working their way into the Arabian Sea may feed some thicker cloud, possibly even the odd light shower into the coast of Oman. Hello. In just the last week, we watched an area of low pressure push across the Bay of Bengal and bring heavy rain into a central swathe of India. A little bit of an action replay to start this week. This area of cloud has been spinning up. There will be some very heavy rainfall as this low pushes its way towards Telangana, parts of Andhra Pradesh and northern Karnataka. We will, though, I think later in the week see the low pushing its way northwards into the Bay of Bengal, heading up towards Pakistan and the northeast of India. So that does differ where we saw the last one working its way westwards. Very different story, clear blue skies and sunshine as we make our way up towards Kazakhstan, and that extends all the way down into Afghanistan and northern Pakistan. Fine weather and some considerable warmth actually for the time of year, but there's a big change to come for some here. Some heavier showers along the western coast of India possible on Tuesday, occasional downpours across the Maldives and for parts of Sri Lanka. Some pretty strong winds around the Bay of Bengal as well as we see that rain piling into eastern India. A few showers further north for Kolkata and Dhaka, but I think we can anticipate some heavier rain pushing its way up towards Kolkata later on in the week. Mali and Colombo both picking up some showers. What a big change to come for Nur Sultan. 17 degrees at the start of the week, close to freezing with some snow by the end of the week. Hello. Parts of central and northern Vietnam have experienced some exceptionally wet weather in the last week. The monsoon is set to remain pretty potent here in the coming week as well, so those rainfall totals will continue to tot up and the risk of flooding will remain significant. We're watching an area of low pressure just to the east of the Philippines at the moment. That has the potential for some tropical development in the next few days. In contrast, high pressure further north across the Korean Peninsula and Japan means a lot of fine weather here. Some particularly cold air now digging into Mongolia, pushing into northernmost China. Wet weather certainly for the Philippines as we see that low starting to close in on Tuesday, and then as it tracks across the South China Sea, we do anticipate further development. For Tokyo, though, a fine story for much of the week ahead. Heavy showers, though, for Ho Chi Minh City and certainly further north into Vietnam as well. As we look at Australia, a largely dry story on Tuesday. A few showers just getting into the southwest. Quite a bit of warmth actually through central parts of Australia in the next few days. And we're also anticipating some rising temperatures across the North Island of New Zealand. Some showers around on the tail end of a weather front on Tuesday. The South Island with some patchy cloud should be largely dry. For Auckland, despite overcast skies though, we're looking at highs of 20 degrees in the next few days.